the first time in his career. Chuanaka feeling the power, having the knees wobbled. 30 seconds to go in the 6th round. And Willie Haynes feeling very confident in the corner of Tate. Tate coming on, right on cue, but now it's Chuanaka coming back.
You want to rally.
The power of Tate.
You want to rally, but don't rally too much, because what if you can't put out a fighter like Chuanaka? Also, he is still learning in there. He's still testing, Thomas Tate is. He's testing the waters to see how Chuanaka responds to these punches. Good combination and a good turn in this fight. Can Chuanaka come back? Once again, at the end of the 6th round, there's the bell. Now watch. 2 more punches, 3 shots from Joseph Chuanaka.
One behind.
And appealing to the crowd is Thomas Tate. They did take a point away from Chuanaka for that last round.
Well,
he warned him twice.
Yeah, in 6 rounds, Chuanaka has hit late now after the bell in 3 of those, so Dale Grable has taken a point away from Joseph Chuanaka. And Sean, as we have 6 rounds down, enter the 7th in the scheduled 12-rounder. This fight has begun.
Absolutely.
Tate has now snuck up on Joseph Chuanaka.
12-round fight. So many of these young, inexperienced fighters beat themselves. And the veteran professional fighters know what I'm talking about. They come out and they rally early. They are so strong in those first 3 rounds that they have nothing left. They don't have the steam. That's when they get caught in the later rounds. Just what Thomas Tate was hoping for. It happened to me, and I used it on so many fighters that were coming up trying to use me as a stepping stone.
Thomas Tate going into this fight said nobody's going to make a name for themselves off of me. Didn't look like that in the first 2 rounds.
In the first 3 rounds, but this fight is longer than 2-3 rounds.
You see there around the right eye, though, of Thomas Tate, swelling beginning, that left, that Chuanaka continues to pump out there.
And you see also a little bit more room this round. Trying to protect, see how high that left hand is of Tate? Trying to protect that eye, to keep that eye from getting hit on him.
A little more room, but it also gives Chuanaka that great range. Chuanaka could fight inside or outside, has that expansive 82-inch reach, and has just the proper room to catch Tate on the end of it.
Yeah, and you know, that's what Willie Haynes was telling me over there. We're not fighting him on the outside because of that reach. They know how big, how tall Joseph Chuanaka is.
Well, he's fighting him there right now.
This kid is very difficult to move away from him. Every time you back up, you get tagged.
But you're looking at a Thomas Tate who gave and took against Julian Jackson. You saw him in the Tyrone Trice fight here on USA. That was a couple of years ago. He had his nose broken in the first, complete bloody mess in the fight, but he got into the trenches and he slugged it out, and he won a 10-round decision from Tyrone Trice, a gallant effort by Tate. Not going to back down from anybody.
Yeah, real tough man and a scientific fighter. He understands styles in boxing. He knows how to control the tempo and the pace, things that young fighters don't often understand. Something that hopefully Joseph Chuanaka is learning in this fight.
Tuesday night fights. Wish you a very happy and festive Thanksgiving week. We have no turkeys to offer you tonight in this double feature. Thomas Tate and Joseph Chuanaka, this one living up to the billing, and then we have Chris Bird, Phil Jackson, heavyweights coming up later.
Appropriate. The Bird is fighting on Thanksgiving. I'll be eating plenty of birds over the river and through the woods to grandmother's house.
We'll be going.
Yeah. I need enough turkey for the both of us.
You think that was just by chance we have Chris Bird fighting on Thanksgiving week?
I know, Al. We
did our homework.
You did that up. Yeah.
Come on, Joe, left hand.
Nothing's by accident.
Double.
Nothing's by accident in the ring, too. You can see the focus, the concentration written all over Chuanaka's face. And really Thomas Tate, but a different focus in those first 3 rounds for Tate. In those first 3 rounds, he was in his boxer mode, survivor mode.
Coming up Christmas, you know, we have Rafael Santa versus Emilio Claus. We work
and St. Nick is the referee.
Set at the old St. Nick Arena. Halfway through round number 8, and has now become a studious fight in the last couple of rounds.
Yeah, real skillful. This is what happens when you have two fighters who know each other because they've sparred together or they've fought once before. I mean, they understand about their opponent. They understand their style. Often you see the best fights in boxing between two friends. Not letting the other one outdo them.
Well, we're trying to negotiate with some of the Bird brothers to
get in there.
Yeah, get in against one another. That's what they're doing all week long, sparring with one another.
You see better fights in the gym many times than in the ring. But this one's a good one. Thomas Tate in his corner. They're asking for him to double it up and stay inside. Keep inside this thing.
Sean, of course, during his boxing career, trying to arrange a fight with one of his siblings. Colleen turned it down, but Rosie, I think, was ready to go.
Now, Colleen, I had my worst fight, my worst beating from Colleen.
And I believe we have it on tape.
And Rosie would give me my worst beating today.
Well, it's 15 seconds ago in this one, round number 8. It looked like Chuanaka was going to give Thomas Tate a beating in the early rounds, but the veteran has come back in the scheduled 12-round fight.
Chess match. Remember I said tempo?
They love their boxing here at the Palace of Auburn Hills. Big crowd as usual on a Tuesday night. Tuesday night fights on USA, round number 9, 12-round WBU, World Boxing Union, the new guy on the block, sanctioning this as a super middleweight world title fight. In the green trunks, undefeated, Joseph Chuanaka. And in the black trunks, Thomas Tate, the veteran, who comes in at 29-3. Chuanaka 19-0-2. 19 straight wins.
Good combinations from Tate. They say don't stand there. They want him moving in. Look at the difference. Remember how aggressive Chuanaka was early in this fight? He's giving ground here.
You ended the 8th round talking about tempo.
Yes. So important in these long fights like this. You turn it up and you turn it down. And see what Thomas Tate did. He tried to set a trap at the first part of this round. At the last of that 8th round, he slowed Chuanaka down to a walk. He really slowed that pace down where Chuanaka wasn't doing anything. Then he comes out at the first part of this round, snap. He tries to change the speed, all of a sudden, bring the tempo of the fight up to a race. Now he's back, trying to lower it back down, get Chuanaka off of him. Look at, now notice who's putting the pressure on, Joseph.
Joseph Chuanaka working the jab 1, 2, 3, 4 times, but has not been able to load up on the big right hand.
Yeah, we really haven't seen it tonight. Sometimes when you take a fighter and you start trying to change him, it messes up his style. It's a very difficult thing to do, to change a fighter. And once he gets into a different level too, sometimes he changes himself. The pressure's on tonight. He knows it. Oh, good right hand. Stunning. Crunching right hand.
Tate was punching that first round, took some heavy shots, left hooks, wobbled the knees. It appeared as if a rusty Tate who hadn't fought in a year and a half would not survive round number 1. But here's a Thomas Tate, who's a 10-1 underdog when he fought Julian Jackson for the WBC middleweight crown several years ago, and really challenged Jackson before losing a unanimous 12-round decision. Thomas Tate has nose broken in the first round against then world-ranked Tyrone Trice. Got in the trenches, slugged it out to win a 10-round decision.
Yeah, but that shows you what he's all about. There is no quit in Thomas Tate.
Albert and the champ at the Palace of Auburn Hills. What is the word tonight?
Bird
is the word. Chris Bird, the former U.S. Olympian, and he takes a major step up tonight against battling Phil Jackson, who comes in with 31 KOs in his 34 wins. Another guy like a Thomas Tate, who fought for a world championship. And Chris Bird, just like a Joseph Chuanaka, embarking in his pro career, ranked in the top 10, although Bird's ranked as a cruiserweight, not a heavy, and now campaigning as a heavy, and taking a first major step up.
Well, you can't advance, and he knows that you can't advance unless you fight better competition.
And for Chris Bird,
tape coming loose on the left hand of Joseph Chuanaka. If tape came loose, it would be rather difficult to talk about tape.
Unless Chua knocked it off. 10th round. Getting back to action. And the two now, this is the first time they are standing not toe-to-toe, head-to-head